Over 20% of all deaths in the United States are tobacco related. Today I'm here to talk to you about how smoking affects yourself, the environment, and people around you. Ever since I was a baby, I've been around smoke, although I've never smoked before in my life, but I've been around it. How many of you have ever smoked cigarettes, or how many of you have ever smoked cigarettes before? Smoking causes diseases such as lung cancer, breast cancer, mouth and respiratory disease, emphysema, and it increases infertility, and more. How many of you know someone with any of these diseases? Do you think that they could be related to tobacco use? According to tobaccofreelife.org, over 480,000 deaths per year are caused from smoking. 138,000 people per year develop lung cancer, and 5,400 young adults start their first cigarette every day. Heart failure is commonly caused from smoking. Smoking causes your blood to thicken, which makes it harder for your heart to pump blood. This is even noticeable through people who only smoke 5 cigarettes a day. Out of 9 out of 10 lung cancers are caused by smoking, according to tobaccofree.gov. And when you smoke, you have a 40% higher chance of developing diabetes. Smoking also causes bad hygiene. You might see people who smoke and their breath stinks and they have yellow teeth and they smell. It also causes you to have smelly clothes, your skin will turn yellow, and it'll make you have premature aging, which is where you look older than you actually are. This is what bad teeth look like after smoking for a long period of time, and these are lungs after smoking for a long period of time. They're filled with tobacco, and it's just gross. Next, I will talk about smoking and the environment. The tobacco industry is the largest polluters in the entire planet. According to medicalnewstoday.com, smoking produces 10 times more air pollution than a diesel truck would. Tobacco must be grown like a plant. It is treated with pesticides and herbicides more than natural fruit and vegetables would. All of these toxins end up in the soil and even in your drinking water you won't know about. According to QuitSmokingSupport.com, over 27 million pounds of pesticides are used to treat tobacco every year. That doesn't include herbicides. 4.5 trillion cigarette butts end up in the landfill every year. But most of them end up all around us, in the floor, in the ground, and the tree, everywhere. 15 packs of cigarettes cost roughly $75, but it also costs one entire tree. Most people smoke 3 or 4 packs a day or less. You do the math. More than 600 million trees are cut down every year to make room for tobacco fields. One cigarette contains up to 7,000 chemicals. This is a diagram showing you only some of them that are related to these pictures. Next, I will talk about how smoking affects people around you. When you smoke, you give off secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke is a mixture of the burning cigarette that gives off the smoke and the smoke that comes out of the person's lungs. Secondhand smoke causes approximately 41,000 deaths to non-smokers and 400 deaths to infants per year. It also causes severe infection in children, which could lead to death. Cigarettes and secondhand smoke contain these, which are very bad for you: ammonia, butane, chromium, lead, carbon monoxide, cyanide, which is used in bombs, and formaldehyde, and more. Immediate effects of being around secondhand smoke are dizziness, headaches, eye irritation, cough, and even nausea. And long-term effects are asthma, dementia, cognitive impairment, which is like being dizzy, forgetful sometimes, And lung and breast cancer. Even if you don't smoke and you're around people who smoke, you can get lung cancer and breast cancer. Secondhand smoke causes infertility, prematurity, and miscarriage. So definitely if you're pregnant or you want to get pregnant, stay away from people who smoke and don't smoke yourself. According to cancer.gov, all of these agencies have come together to classify secondhand smoke as a carcinogen, which means that secondhand smoke is the cancer-causing agent. So even if you don't smoke and you're around someone who smokes, you can get cancer. In conclusion, if the current trend of tobacco continues, tobacco use will claim 1 billion lives in the 21st century.